Hello.
We got Roy to my right. All
What's
right,
up?
he's here. We got Johnny to my left.
Hey, Johnny to the left.
All right. So, were you tight when that Wayne intro came on? Because I know you're like a Wayne hater.
Nah, I'm not a
I
Wayne
seen him
hater.
clinch up.
Yeah,
Clenched up
Wayne's
a little
good.
bit.
I like Wayne.
He said, "Yeah."
Yeah,
Wayne's
right.
okay.
Wait, what?
Has to be the right Wayne though.
He said, "Yeah, I clenched up."
Got to be the right kind of little Wayne.
Okay. So how y'all doing today? How's everything?
Oh man, it's today or like in general.
Let's start with today.
Let's start with today.
Yeah.
Because I always come in here and I try to treat it like a little therapy session.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up though. Let's have a quick post
So
of
you
the,
don't want
of the
quick
day.
session.
So you
quick
really
session.
don't. So you really don't care about my well-being.
Are you good?
Bro, you could have been done with explaining
I might
already.
not be good. Like I'm just trying to talk about my. You asked me how I'm doing, and I'm trying to tell you. So why you ask me how am I doing if you don't really?
I
wanna
seen
know?
a quick post. Like, you good?
He didn't mean it. He's just going down the list.
Yeah,
All
bro.
right.
Like,
Well, I don't want to tell you. No, I'm not good. But it
All
doesn't
right.
matter. No,
stay
I'm not.
tuned for next episode. See if Johnny's good. How you doing, Roy?
I'm
Wow.
good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Fuck my mental health. You think you know a guy?
Hell yeah. But anyway, going down the list.
He's so scripted.
Right.
Number one on the list.
Gotta stick to my P's and Q's. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. That's crazy. Like, after we rated his album, he
I think
passed
a lot
away.
of people rated albums.
I didn't see a lot of that though, but
Who rated it? Johnny?
I don't know. People.
you don't
you
know nothing.
said a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not gonna
I don't
go
go
there.
listening for album ratings.
Okay,
but
we're not gonna go there.
So you, okay. I mean, no
Sad
something-
anyway.
Yeah.
Sad, you know.
Yeah.
And then I got a notification.
But it sounds like
today
he's trying to
from-
put it on us, like we rated his album and killed him. That's how I felt.
Dude,
Like,
no one took it like that.
Yeah.
I did. He was like, it's kind
Why
of
would you
crazy
take
how
it like that?
Yeah,
it's
you
kinda
being
crazy.
very emotional
Bruh,
today.
it's
You
kinda-
okay?
Yeah.
I just told
Are
you,
you
I'm
good?
not okay. I said it at the top of the show.
You
I
didn't
wasn't
say
okay.
it. You said I don't want to tell you how.
Yeah.
I
I
said,
said,
no. I clearly said I'm not good, Roy. You was probably
Okay.
somewhere else, like
Yeah,
normal,
I mean-
like normally.
You were good
Yeah.
like 30 minutes ago. What
I'm
happened?
not good. Do you want to know now?
But yeah.
So
were
let's,
you like excited or like how did you take that
This is
when
crazy.
you found out that he passed away? It was crazy. Like,
Yeah,
just
it was
out
just-
of
it was-
nowhere.
it was like
Yeah,
an- it was another person,
it was
man. It's
crazy 'cause
sad.
this is like you know, shit going on in your life that you can't control, and you no matter how far you try to get away from it, you still can't escape that shit. Yeah, it's crazy.
Is there like a favorite song that you got from him off the top of your head, or like favorite
Christopher
album?
Walken. Probably my favorite song from him.
You say walking,
Christopher Walken.
That's the name of an actor.
walking.
It's
What's
off
yours,
from
Johnny?
I feel like
Woo
you're
too.
saying it wrong. Shake the Room. He didn't. I mean, I started listening to him after a few of his mixtapes. So like he had a mixtape, Meet the Woo. He had, and this the one most recently, Meet the Woo 2. So I mean, Shake the Room is the one that caught me listening. I thought his style was like it was different. He kind of had the like the UK grunge rap. You breathing hard again, bro.
Still waiting.
That way making you breathe hard. Oh,
Was it grunge rap, Johnny?
it's like you know that UK almost underground type, like where they just
Is that what it's called?
I
know-
think
I
so.
know
I
the-
don't know.
I know the grime
I
and, like,
heard
the drill.
grime. I think grime.
Grime.
Oh,
Okay.
Grunge is like rock or something.
Nigga,
I was like, what are you doing?
grime and grunge, nigga, dirt. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's all in the same. It's all in the same family. Fuck y'all. But like, so he had that type of style. Also
Got the
with like
energy
the also with like the Chicago drill rap, like the G Herbo type shit.
Yeah.
So
Okay. But yeah, RP Pop Smokes.
yeah, R.P. Pop Smokes, man.
So getting into some singles. AB dropped Runnin.
Man, shout out to AB, man.
Oh,
for what?
Real niggas winning in 2020, dog. Like, he's running away with a check this year once the NFL drops all charges of these.
They got
these-
dropped?
No, they're going to. The charges are going to get dropped. The NFL is going to drop their case, and I mean, he's gonna be lifted, dog. And he's just showing you that he can just jump into different avenues and really just.
Can he really jump in this avenue?
What'd you think about it, Roy?
It sucked.
It sucked.
Yes.
What'd you
You
think
know-
about it, Johnny?
I thought that I thought if you really dove into the lyrics,
Bro,
Like, he
stop
was
being
on-
a yes man, bro.
he was getting his shit off, dog. Like, he had some shit to say, and I feel like he said it on that song. It was well produced.
All right.
The 808s was hitting.
All right, we're
Like,
done.
Fucking AB. Hats off to AB, showing the world, dog.
You put it in your playlist?
Yeah, it's It's up there.
Lied.
It's up there in one of them
Damn.
playlists.
It's up there.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what's up. Yeah, this was a terrible song.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
It was bad.
I don't know who to blame, like the producer or him putting like recording it. You know, I don't know.
Both,
like-
shit, I feel
Yeah,
violated right now.
like a monkey in the cage. Goddamn, boogie boogie. Nigga.
Oh man, for the people who can't see us, we have a crazy lady dancing in front of our
Were you all right?
right
She
now.
making me nervous.
I can't. Sure, come on in.
Anyway, why you do that?
I don't
I'm gonna
know.
have to flame her up.
It's
It's a guy that passed away.
Okay.
Yeah,
What are you guys doing? Podcast?
yes.
we're doing a
yes.
eulogy.
I'm sorry, sir.
No problem.
We're celebrating a wedding, so we're already like all tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
But
That's what's up.
one's belt.
Well, he died.
What is it from? You have, is it wrestling? Is it boxing? Is it taekwondo?
He was just being a good person.
No, you don't get a belt like that from the first one.
Employee of the month.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll finish this up.
Oh shit.
Bro,
Where'd she come?
what are you
Where'd
talking
she
about?
come from,
Johnny said, "Come on in."
bro? Stop inviting people
She
in
said
here.
there's a dead person's belt in there.
How privileged you gotta be to try to take a dead person's belt? She's like, you don't get a belt for that. Whoa!
He just died. Leave him alone. Get out of here.
Oh my god!
Oh man.
But yeah, back to the AB song. I don't know why he picked that singer, and then put her in the video. She was ugly. Like she had like 90% of her face was covered, but I could still see the crow's feet. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think she wanted to be known. She was in the song though.
I actually didn't look at the video.
That's what I saw. I saw it on YouTube. Shout out to Roy.
I was like, I didn't want the visuals to take
Like,
away from what he was giving us.
50% of the video
No,
was him
listen,
like
I didn't
this.
want
Yeah.
the visuals.
Yes.
He's like
to run into the money,
he's
trying to
just
get
like
the
that
check.
the
Run
whole
into the-
time.
What's the song called? Running.
Yes. With his fingers? Finger running.
Like
So I'm
the
just
whole
saying,
video.
like, but yes, he's
even,
trying to.
even she was like that. She's like,
Bruh.
Yes, running.
That
Come
was
on
the corniest
now.
video. Most of his songs like this?
I mean, it's his first single. How many
He
people?
has other songs, right?
I don't know.
This
I don't
is his
follow
first. This
music.
is his first major release. You know, this is his rollout. Like, he's not gonna have fucking Tiana Taylor directing his music video right now, dog.
Like when the beat started, I was like, oh shit. I think
Yeah.
it might be good. And then he started rapping.
yeah,
I'm like,
he
what
was
the hell is this?
he was
You
giving them
ruined it.
he was giving them the blue
Like,
face a little bit. You
How
know,
do you record something that bad of a quality though? It's
I
like,
was like,
when you're paying.
yo, I was like, damn, AB, I just came in here last week talking about you got positive people around you.
yes.
It's nobody
Bro,
told you this
He
shit.
got
was-
lit up in the comments.
Like,
though.
what do you do? Like, hey, I'm thinking about recording some music. Do that there. What? What kind of friends are they? Like, what? But yeah, shout
You
out
got
to
it, AB. We believe in you.
shout out to AB. And then we got the Ross and D Wade single
Mm.
ticket holder.
Ross wrote that verse, didn't he?
What a
Absolutely.
what a night and
Talking-
day comparison when it comes to like athletes.
right?
That say you could tell D Wade was in that
Yeah.
bitch getting his Eminem on, kind of rocking back and forth,
He got that,
reading his Ross
Yeah.
his Ross
As
verse.
soon as he mentioned like Lamborghini, like Ross wrote it.
he got that regular athlete rap though. Minus what's
Deep.
his name?
He sound like he's 7 foot tall.
He does.
I'm a rapper for real.
Yeah.
D Wade is my name. No,
Minus Dame, he sounds like every other athlete that's retired or that's an athlete minus like an ex-athlete.
I think Name is the best like rapper athlete out right now.
I think Chris has
Dame.
coronavirus. If y'all are watching this, this is how it starts in San Antonio. You said it here. This is
It's
ground
like
zero.
3
Of
and 4
course,
people got it.
This,
So
this is 101 Southtown. This is ground zero, folks. But anyway,
but yeah.
I digress.
Do you think D Wade's living his best life right now?
D Wade is
Definitely.
absolutely living his
He's
best
retired
life.
now. He's living.
He's
best
letting
life.
his kid come out to the world. He's dating Gabrielle Union. She's not thick anymore. They fucking got Gatorade commercials jogging against each other and
He's
shit.
throwing dunk contests.
Yeah.
Like
He's rapping. He's like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm not even a basketball player.
He's like,
just a
this is
rock
for the
star."
people. They asked for it. Who? I didn't know they asked.
he really
Somebody asked. Somebody had to have asked.
Somebody had to ask.
yeah. And then we got Lil Baby. It's an album. My Turn. What'd you think about it, Roy? Did you? It's
It
an
seemed
album.
average. Like there was nothing exceptional about it. It wasn't great at all.
Are you a fan of Lil Baby?
No. After this, like confirmed, I'm not a fan of him. I mean, I don't hate his music, but I'm not gonna look for it.
Okay.
That's a real safe answer. Real safe answer.
I'm not gonna look for it.
I hear you. I hear you.
The
buddy.
next time I listen to it is probably when it's on the list again.
That's yeah.
That's the only time I listen to it. Yeah, me too. What do you think about it, Johnny? I know you like a lot of those type of rappers.
What are
Yeah.
those type of rappers?
The ones that are sonically challenged.
Yeah,
Sonically
The ones that don't
challenged.
get a lot of love.
the ones that you always tell us we
Sonic.
don't listen to.
Yeah.
So the okay. This album
Here we go.
was called My Turn. So I think with this album, Baby was trying to say to the world, I'm up next. Like when you think of a lot of the rappers that rap that style, let me stop playing with y'all. Y'all like that though. I was going
No.
in. I was in my reporter bag right there.
He's in his news.
Nah, I thought it was a decent album. When you listening to Baby, you listening for a certain type of rap. I think he's definitely the definition of a mumble rapper. However, like he'll have those moments where you can hear what he's saying. You're like, damn, he kind of talking some real shit right now. But then I really be feeling like he be playing me and just saying, like I really feel like he does that to me sometimes.
Yeah.
But he's too low. The music is super high on every song, and you really had to listen to this in some headphones with the bass turned down to really hear what he's saying. But most of the features on the album stood out to me. We played the Lil Wayne one that started off. I really like that one. I would have to give this one a 6.
I gave it a 6 too.
But
5.
there's a couple of songs that I definitely find myself listening to again, and I think he's more of a feature artist anyway. And putting out an hour-long album is crazy, but whatever.
I don't think
Can
he
we
can
talk
carry
about how,
like a
like-
feature though. Like if I see him as a feature, they
What?
ain't gonna do nothing
That's
for
like
me.
having A Boogie as a feature. Like that, those are like
I mean, he's a feature artist. Like, do you want to hear an album from him?
that's like a
No.
B. That's like
I'd
he's
rather
like
hear a feature
He's
from
a
him.
B. He's like a B-list feature. He's not like an A.
That's what I'm saying. Like
He's
if
not
I
like an A-list
if
feature.
I see him on a feature, I'm not even like, oh shit, let me check that out.
But I'm saying like, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever, man.
I heard
I feel like he'll definitely be on a Wayne album. He'll definitely be on a Drake album. He'll be on a future
on a Drake
album.
album.
He'll be on a future album. Yeah, I just feel like
I mean, he'll be on the future album for
Whoa.
sure. Oh, that's
No.
a first.
Not before the baby.
Yeah.
they'll both be featured on the same song, and the fucking song will be called Toys R Us or some shit.
Yeah.
That's a dope concept.
They did a baby song already. The baby was a better verse. But anyway, yeah, I didn't like it either. Well, it was a decent album. He didn't really switch up his flow a lot. I thought the hood flow was good, you know. I mean, we heard it before. It wasn't
But
anything
he's
different.
telling his story. Like,
Was it anything that you were like, oh shit, he really went through that, or was it like, yeah?
no, I gave it a 6, and I hear what you're saying, but like, you can't just be like he did the same thing over again. Like,
Why he did?
but I mean,
We're
can
talking
you
about the
give-
sound
can
wise.
you
Like, it
give
was the
when
same
you
sound
think-
throughout the
when you
whole
think
thing.
Sound, he said not sonically sound. Like,
Was it sonically sounding?
yes.
So why is it a 6?
I mean, the album vibed well. Like it.
So why is it a 6?
Because I didn't like it. Personally, like.
Okay,
the
so
music-
what didn't you like
what
about
does sonically sound mean?
What-
First
what
off,
didn't
'cause
you
I
like
don't know.
about it?
First off, I don't
Bro,
know.
Well, I
that
mean,
argument.
arguing
forget that.
against
What-
the word
what-
he doesn't even know.
What didn't you like about it?
I didn't like the repetitiveness of it. Almost every
That's
song sounded
literally
the same.
what
What we
Yeah.
said.
Is
Yeah.
that what sonically sound means?
Hey,
Well, I mean, he said he sounded the same to the whole album.
you on a cul-de-sac? You came right back around to us. What are you doing right now?
Oh, I don't know, man.
All right, but anyway, yeah, I gave it a
Kill a
6 as
messenger.
well. My favorite song was Forever, and then I liked No Sucker with Moneybagg Yo.
Is it spelled sucker?
No Sucker.
Is
That's
it
what I
an
put.
E? Is it an E or an A at the end of that
I
one?
don't know if it auto-corrected, but I'm going by what's on the ticker.
Oh,
But yeah,
no sucker.
I like how they went back and forth. I think that was the most different song he had on there, where he switched up his flow.
That's crazy. I like that song too. I like the feature with Moneybagg Yo. Him and Wayne definitely stood out on this
Yeah.
album.
But yeah, and then we got G Herbo, PTSD.
Sheesh.
That was a good album. I like that album.
Huh. Did you listen to it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
It was a whole album because he did have a single called PTSD on that
He
one.
did.
So I don't want you
That
to.
was the best song off the album too, with Chance. I like the way Chance flow was on there. He changed it up a little bit.
We talking about G Herbo though.
Yeah, but I mean, I like Chance's feature on there.
Okay, well let's start off with what you liked about G Herbo.
I didn't pick out Chance. Like you were saying, I didn't look through like the features,
Yeah.
so I didn't really know who I was listening to.
Yeah,
I can't believe you didn't know it was Juice WRLD though.
I don't
yeah,
listen to
I
him like that,
definitely
though.
knew that was Juice WRLD. Like, you know, G Herbo wasn't giving you those.
Like if you don't,
You know Juice WRLD when you don't try to play Juice WRLD. Like
I
he
really
sounds
don't
like
know.
everybody else.
No,
he
I-
does not.
no,
he
I'm
does
not
not
saying
sound
that.
like anybody else. He has his own sound.
I don't listen to him though, so I can't pick out a sound I don't listen to. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, but I feel You really don't listen to Juice WRLD?
No,
That's crazy.
But you don't even know the way he sounds.
That's crazy.
no, I don't listen to him.
I feel like there's not a lot of people who can sit here and tell you that they don't listen to Juice WRLD. That's how I feel.
It's not like a diss to him. I
no,
just
not
don't
that.
listen
Like,
to
it's
like
it.
there's
super
people that
uncommon.
don't listen to him.
I think
more
it's
people
super
know how he
uncommon to be
sounds.
sitting next to somebody who think they know about music and then they tell me they don't listen to Juice WRLD.
Really,
Yeah.
that's very narrow.
Hmm.
But anyway, what'd you
That
think
is-
about it, Roy?
It was really good. Sonically sound
Mm.
throughout the whole thing. I
No.
like that.
Really?
He sounded the same throughout the whole thing. But I
Sounded like
like
This
the
is a
songs like
terrible
was it
album.
Party in Heaven, PTSD.
It sounded like I was listening to hieroglyphics.
Yeah, Party in
Was it?
Heaven was trash.
Bro, I like that one.
He said it was sonically sound. Like this
liked
album
it.
was so up and
It
down
was-
and
it was-
all over
it
the
was-
place.
You did
I-
not
I
have
like-
to use that word.
I like the way it was put together. Actually,
He
I
just
like
wanted
the
to
way it
use-
was put
He just
together.
wanted to say sonically.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was to me. I liked it.
Just testing out new English words.
I liked it.
Yeah, he
It was my favorite drop out of all these.
That is disappointing.
yeah.
Roy,
It was my favorite drop out of all of these.
why his eyes
I
so
like
wide
his
open?
sound.
He like- Believe me.
Somebody got a gun to his head. Better like my shit.
Yeah, he sounded like an underground rapper. Like, how long he been
Yes.
out?
Like he has to be.
This is my first album to listen to from him.
Okay,
yeah.
I
Same
don't know
here.
about y'all.
I've heard of him.
I've heard some songs.
I thought he was like a drill type rapper that but
Yeah,
I don't know what he was giving me on this one.
I don't know why I was expecting like a mumble rapper.
I was
thinking like
I
Lil-
just heard
I
Lil
was
Baby,
thinking
so I was
Lil
expecting
Durk.
it.
I was thinking
Like
like Lil
aggressive,
Durk.
right?
Yeah,
yeah.
but he was all over the place. I couldn't
That was a
really
good
get
feature,
a
though.
No.
like for this to like be the like my first album being introduced to him. Like he was everywhere, and I just didn't really. He wasn't giving me nothing.
First
like,
song was definitely
the best
the best song.
Yeah, and it was a sample, and like to me, I hear Jay-Z, I hear Chameleon there. Like on that beat, I hear everybody but G Herbo. I just really
Yeah.
I
listen
can't
to
believe
the,
you didn't think like the best song was the one with Juice WRLD, like PTSD.
it's
That
like
was good
it's like
song.
nostalgia when I hear that beat. So I didn't
Yeah.
like I like that
It was
song,
more
but I
because
really
of the
more
beat,
like the
yeah.
beat. Like but
Yeah,
Oh,
one,
man, now I'm coughing now, Chris.
also the Juice WRLD feature, whatever that song was called, was that PTSD?
Yeah,
I like
PTSD.
that one too.
yeah, no.
But I'm pretty sure that was his lead single, and everybody was supposed to like that one.
Like one of the questions I had was, is he keeping drill rap alive at this point? That's out.
I
No.
don't think he is.
Nah, I don't. I really don't. I don't really check for drill rap. Like,
No, and then it didn't really sound like drill rap. It sounded like he was just.
Nah.
I hope he was freestaving.
Is that what he considers himself? Like
Yeah,
a drill rapper?
that's. I think that's.
I
I
don't
thought
know.
that's what I heard from him in the past because I've heard him with people like Dirk and I've heard.
Well, I
him,
mean, with this album, I didn't consider it drill at all.
No, and then like I hated how he was trying to do the Blueface where he was rapping off beat.
He did it way better than Blueface.
It was terrible. I
he
like
did it.
Damn it, Chris.
I like Blueface though when he did it. It sounded more original.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I
But
don't
like,
know what we're doing here, but okay.
rating wise, like I had to give him this one a 4.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
That's
It was.
high.
It is right. But yeah, no, because I can really pull 2 songs off of here. Nah, I don't know.
Put one. I gave it a 2.
a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
guess.
could pull a couple of songs off of this one and put it on the playlist. I stick with a 4. It definitely wasn't a good album.
No, it was the worst
Um,
album for me. Like out of all the ones we listened to, it was definitely the worst one.
Yeah,
What'd you give it, Roy?
7.
That's pretty high.
7.
Yeah, it was 7.
Yikes.
Music, buddy.
It was a whole album. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
a little over an hour.
Okay.
That's what we said.
Hey, we haven't got much like
You always
samplers
know
this week.
you always know all the stats to the
Hey,
music.
Have you noticed we haven't got any like really samplers this year?
But we did listen to one, but you thought it was a single.
It's
He
EDM.
said- he like,
It's
oh,
EDM.
oh yeah, that's right.
Like from people we care about.
All
we
right,
haven't
so,
got any
all
samplers.
right, so then we got
We don't care about G Herbo. We listen to a whole album from him, dude.
I care about him
what
now.
do you- Oh, okay.
And then we
I
got
followed him on Spotify,
what's wrong
so I'll
with
be
you?
notified now.
Okay. And then we got the Samplet, Roy, Disclosure,
The
Ecstasy.
single.
It's
I heard the single.
All right, Roy. What'd y'all think? What'd you think about it, Johnny?
This I was like, I thought you were trolling. Like I was like, he just put this on here just to see if I was gonna listen.
I thought that too.
And-
I didn't think he was on this neither.
And
I thought you were trolling with this.
Yeah,
No,
I thought he was.
legit
I
listened
thought
to
he
him.
was.
I
Trolling.
thought you like, oh, I didn't
And
mean to
I'm
put
like-
that.
I'm like, this sound like some shit that you'll put on because you can't really find nothing else. Got your grandma in the car
Yeah,
and like,
yeah, that's a good comparison. Yeah,
like, so I listen to the shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, but that's like that's kind of what I got from it. It wasn't anything that I would ever play again. But I don't think it was bad for what it was trying to do. So I gave it like an 8, like because I felt like it.
Where'd you come across this?
I listened to Disclosure before, and then they were on the new albums that came out.
Okay.
But yeah, I give it a 7. It's more of an instrumental album, really.
Yeah, and it's like was when they are talking, it's like that whole
It's like
he said, the
samples.
electronic stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah, it's good. And then we got Royce the 5'9" album, the Allegory. What do you think about it, Roy? Wake up!
dang, you
There was a
sipping that.
there was a lot of
lean,
skits in there,
boy.
man.
A lot of
Yeah.
skeets.
Last skis.
I
Yeah.
did like how he did the
Oh
Derrick
shit!
Rose.
It was similar to the nigga dude, like the skits.
I thought it was better. Well, I thought Homeboy
Like-
did better.
Yeah. I mean, you thought the low key dude. Who was his name? Astro.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like Astros better.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely an album you can compare to Astro. Actually,
yeah. Absolutely.
I did
Yeah,
like how he pulled the
absolutely.
Derrick Rose, not the Derrick Rose, Derrick Grace skits.
I like the Soldier Boy skit. You remember when he said that?
Yeah.
You be
When you
lying.
said Soldier Boy, I looked it up earlier. You said it earlier in the chat.
Oh, see, that's why I don't do that no more. You got to stop tipping them
yeah,
off.
he's like,
I was like,
Yeah,
You gotta
okay, I
stop
looked it up.
tipping
Like,
them
all right,
off,
now,
bro.
bro.
Like you have to
give a
stop
long
tipping them
pause.
off, man.
anyway. What'd you think about it, Roy? Like, you're like a
I
Royce fan.
I like Royce. I like the Book of Eli better, but this song, and he referenced the Book of
Song.
Eli a couple
It's the
times.
album, bro.
Yeah, this album he referenced it a couple times, but I felt like it was really long winded, even with the skits.
Kind of all over the
Yeah.
place for me.
And I felt like in the middle, there was like an extended period of time where he didn't even rap. It was
yeah,
like
I had that too.
it felt like there was features and not him, skits and not him. You towards the end, then you got more of him,
Yeah,
but he could have been more on the album. That makes sense. It's an hour, and he could have been more on it.
it reminded me of Drake when he did Take Care, and he had like one verse per song. He used Nicki, everybody else on there.
Yeah,
It's kind of like that. How'd you feel about the Yellow Wolf disc?
That's funny. I didn't hear Yellow Wolf. This was a quick pass through for me. This was like a back. When I listened
This
to
was
it,
quick
it
for
was
you?
back. No. It was background music. Like I didn't really get a chance to just sit down and listen to it. I
Were you
had it.
driving,
No. I was playing 2K and I had
sitting
it.
down, or
Oh.
standing up?
I was sitting down.
She did have a time to sit down, listen to.
Like I was sitting down, but it was background music.
All right.
But I didn't really I didn't hear it like that. But there were songs that I like Overcomer. Like,
I mean,
that
he
stood out.
didn't say what Yellow Wolf did because he's like, you know what this is about. This is
Yeah.
your one path. But that was his single that came out like a month or two ago.
Yeah.
So that kind of, but Yellow Wolf hasn't responded or anything. I don't think he will. But
Yeah, I always think of MGK for some reason. I think of Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
they're both white. They're-
He didn't say it. You did.
That's racist
why else would you think that them mixed up?
because they sound the same.
Right.
They do not sound the same.
I'm over talking about yeah.
They don't sound the same at
Call
all.
my man racist. Shit. Oh, I did that last.
You did that last week.
Damn, man. You are a racist. It's written all over your face.
Anyway, yeah, I didn't like how he freaking hid behind all them features and that
Yeah.
over beats and stuff. Like it was just too much.
He just gave us something, right? He just had a project drop not too long ago.
I ain't listening.
I didn't either, but I think
I think his last project was the Book of Eli, like 2018.
or I
It's
thought he
2
was
years ago,
I
but-
thought he was consistent with his drops. I didn't know.
He did have that single last year with M, the Caterpillar.
Yeah,
that
all
kind
I've,
of.
all I've
with that.
heard from him is with M and like Slaughterhouse albums.
But anyway,
This does
I
make
felt
me
like
want another Prime album because
it was one of those
That was
albums
good.
to me, like where the songs, almost like what Donovan was saying at one time, like he thought like
Oh,
he
it
didn't know
was
when the
one.
songs switched up.
he's like,
but
there's like 2 songs.
a lot of them just it sounded like the album. Sometimes that's a good thing when the album kind of flows well into it, like that. But I kind of just, I don't know. He definitely wasn't, coming with the conscious flow. He was coming with that like kind of.
He did have conscious flow.
No, he had conscious flows in there, but it wasn't a conscious album. Like he threw in the
he had like a lot
he
of
had-
topics, so
he
it
had
didn't
conscious-
focus
like,
to me.
how did that not make sense? The whole album wasn't uplifting. Like he did have certain songs like like that one song that ended with the Black Kid skit and
like most of them felt like that though.
now he was
Yeah.
doing a lot of dissing and joking around in there though. Like I don't know. It's kind of
To me, there was like one song like that. That was the one with
Yeah.
DJ Premier,
It
because
was-
that's how he is on the
But
Prime
I know
projects.
you like passively listen to it, so you probably
Yeah.
didn't really comprehend it.
It was corny to me, but yeah, I gave it like a 4 or 5.
I
gave it a 5. Yeah.
One of the bars he talked about is his son being on the spectrum because of the vaccinations.
Yeah, he
So
talked
that
about
was-
that. He talked about
that
gay people and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
the vaccinations was interesting because he had an interview about it, and they told him there's no evidence linking the two, but he like doubled down. He's like, there's no evidence not linking it. And
he's just stubborn.
yeah.
But yeah, I gave it an 8. I liked his raps when he rapped. So, and yeah, what'd you give it?
That's just weird saying I wanted more from it when how long it was. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I give it a 7.
Cool. But yeah, switching to sports. Before we do, you got any promos you want to do, Johnny?
Well, absolutely. Actually, I don't.
Oh, not yet.
You not reading today?
Oh, I am. I'm gonna get in there when I feel like it.
Easy, just interrupt and do it.
All right. Switching to sports,
that was
aka
so
the shit
weird.
so section. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fought.
Oh my god.
What'd you think about it? Did you watch the fight first of all?
I did not.
All
I seen
right,
I
highlights.
started watching around the 4th round, like I told you.
Jose, did you watch the fight? Are you jacked up?
I definitely did watch the fight.
Okay.
It was pretty funny. That's what happens when you wear a 45-pound costume, I guess.
Like, how'd y'all feel
But
about that? Like,
it was
bro,
one-sided though. From what I saw, it was just
Very.
one-sided.
Very one-sided.
Like,
he got beat up.
He
bro,
did.
yeah.
And he said he still wanted to fight too.
I mean,
Yeah.
he already we call it exercise his clause, and it's supposed to be what end
Yeah,
of
why would
the
he leave
year.
that money on the table? Like it's
Yeah.
40%. You know what I mean? As a loser, he's getting
Yeah.
40%. Why would you not just throw that fight out there again, knowing that you're gonna pull in that kind of money?
So, I know you didn't watch the fight, but Deontay Wilder lost.
Yeah,
He got pummeled. And,
yeah. I know everything about the fight that I need to know about it.
and the excuse that he used was his costume was too heavy.
Yeah.
Bro, like
I've
really,
read all of
like
That's like
Like-
the worst
take
excuse
the
you can come up
laws.
with.
Like take the laws. You're just talking about. Oh, my costume was too heavy. I didn't know it would be that heavy.
How do you know he's lying though?
Take the loss regardless.
How
You're
do you know he's
professional.
lying?
Oh, because he said in a Joe Rogan interview that he's used to wearing weights that heavy, and then also he wore it before the show, so it's not like he didn't know that it was that heavy.
But he's telling, if he's gonna sit here and tell us that that's what did it, like who are we to say that that's not what it was?
Well, based on my eye test, him getting beat
Oh,
up
so
was
your
the
eye-
reason.
Your eye test is the deciding factor. You know,
his
you know
opinion, it
everything.
is.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I believe him, man. I feel like his legs was winded, and
Uh-huh.
and he
So
fucking,
do you think that was something stupid on
and-
his part to do?
and he also got dinged in the side of the head and got his eardrum blew out, and I definitely think that played a factor in his
Well,
legs already
but
being
he-
tired.
well, his eardrum didn't get blow out. He just had a cut inside of his ear. So I know you didn't watch the fight, but that's what ended up happening. He had to get like 7 stitches.
oh, okay. Why you keep saying I ain't watched the fight?
Because you said you didn't watch the fight, and you're just misunderstood.
I'm just saying though, like we went through a whole football season and you don't watch football. You talk football here without me saying you don't watch football.
Y'all do say that. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
We do say that, bro.
I mean, so I'm just saying, like
I'm
after
just saying
every
what?
comment, every comment,
not every comment, every
Like,
topic we say it.
sheesh.
I just don't want you to sound misinformed.
we got you.
But
We
all
got
right,
you.
so do you think
Why he's asking me questions? I didn't watch the fight
because you're saying the costume? Who are we to judge? So do you think the costume is the reason, or him getting
I
pummeled?
don't know. I didn't watch the fight.
But you said you're informed.
No, but hearing his excuse, is that like a valid excuse for you to accept from like the professional of his level?
Yeah, I'm not a judge. If he's saying that's what happened, why am I gonna say it didn't happen?
What do you think, Jose? Do you think the costume is what lost the fight, or him getting pummeled?
He did not want the smoke, to say it like that. I don't know what was more disrespectful, him getting destroyed in the ring for 7 rounds or a karaoke night after the fight.
He went to karaoke night.
Tyson Fury sang like 3 verses of American Pie in the
Yeah.
ring with everyone singing along. So I'm not
Damn.
sure what was more disrespectful
Yeah.
than the whole night. Tough
What-
look for Wilder.
And then Furry didn't even walk to the ring. He got carried. He got rolled
Yeah.
to the ring. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
I'm saving my legs.
Yeah, that's crazy. But also, did he look bigger to you, Deontay Wilder? He looked.
No.
They said he gained weight, but yeah, he looked visibly bigger than what he normally looks like.
Heaviest he's ever come into a fight.
Yeah, and it was also pretty interesting the way that Tyson Fury was fighting him, where he was just leaning on him. Did you notice that as well?
There was a lot of headlock there, and I guess he saw like he didn't have legs. Like
Yeah,
he's like, all right, you don't have legs. Let me lean on you. Put my weight on
I
you.
think
That
he was
adds to
saying
it,
His legs went out like the second round.
bro. He looked like that. Like I started from the 4th. Like
Yeah,
he looked like he was staggering out there trying to support himself.
yeah. But how do you feel about Fury saying he wants to fight like 3 more times and then retire?
That's fine. I mean, he's end of his career. I mean, he's a fighter. Like,
Have you watched any of his other fights besides this one?
I watched this one. I watched the Klitschko one, and I watched the first one.
What? Oh, the first one with Fury.
Well, Fury.
Well, Wilder.
Fury is Tyson Fury.
Understand? I just said that.
Oh, my bad. You okay?
I'm perfectly fine.
All right. Have you watched any of his fights?
Nuh-uh.
Oh, all right, Johnny.
No.
Press. But anyway,
watch
yeah.
him come out with the suit on the next fight.
How do you think the third fight will be more interesting?
Yeah, because you have the 1-1. Like they each have one fight.
I think it would be interesting.
It was
too.
a draw. The first one was a draw.
It was.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in seeing the third fight, Johnny?
Nah, I wasn't interested in seeing this one. I'm not really a big fan of boxing, to be honest with you.
Okay. And then we got the Kobe Memorial. Did y'all watch that?
I did not watch a man's funeral. No,
It was a memorial.
I mean a memorial, anything like I don't subscribe to stuff like that.
Is it fucked up to like stuff like that? Because I watched every minute of it and I enjoyed watching it.
There's nothing wrong with watching
I think
it.
it's good because you could be like,
I think the airtime was a little weird, middle of the day.
yeah.
But
Very weird.
You went in prime time.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Beyonce was there, so
when else
of
do you
course.
expect to have a memorial? Like it's 7 p.m. Like
It's not like a regular one. It's at the Staples Center. Like,
okay.
How do you feel about them not mentioning his parents?
so supposedly there's like a lot of like beef between them.
Yeah.
So it wasn't something that was surprising to people that were close to the family.
Yeah.
So because I read that
You watched it?
I read that they were not at Kobe's last game or the jersey retirement either.
You watched it?
I watched some clips, not the full thing either.
Yeah. The only person that mentioned his parents was Shaq.
What do you think, Johnny? Do you think they should have mentioned his parents?
I mean, if the parents
They were there.
if I don't know, man. It depends on like I think it was on Vanessa. I think Vanessa had a say in it, and if their relationship was strained in some kind of way, I don't think that she would want the parents to get up there and speak on behalf of that. I don't know what was going on there, so I can't really say it. But I really feel like I think Vanessa had a good reason for the parents not
Whatever
speaking.
her reason was.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's fine. You don't want them to speak, but I felt like they should have been mentioned or at least used in some of the pictures, because you can't deny that they're not part of Kobe's life, especially his upbringing, like to help shape that mentality when he was young. His father exposed him to basketball in different cultures and stuff.
But you don't know what happened. I just feel like if they were supposed to speak, they would have spoke something.
No. I'm saying that if she didn't want them to speak, that's fine. But they weren't even mentioned. There was not even pictures of Kobe with his family in like the presentation they had. Like they excluded pictures from them,
and they're like sitting right there.
Yeah, like he's regardless of where they were, they're the main part of Kobe's upbringing and like the way he was. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, you don't want them to speak, fine, but don't act like they don't exist.
Yeah, I agree with you. I would have at least wanted them to at least mention them as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I heard like not stories, but like talk like everything was planned. So it was like unsaid, but kind of said that, you know, she doesn't want you to bring up his parents.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like for that not to come up, like there was some kind of clause or something in there for people not to.
And Shaq just didn't care, or Shaq's, you know, he brought him up.
Yeah.
But I think it was interesting. Phil Jackson didn't speak.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. I feel like that was more, that was more of a surprise for me than the parents was the fact that Phil Jackson didn't speak. But I think that was also on some personal shit. I just feel like, you know, he's still feeling a way about, you know, Bus, like, you know, Jeannie Bus, like that little breakup they had. So
they still cool though, from what I heard. She still gets like advice from him and stuff.
But you still feel away when you feel somebody when somebody's special to you, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
Now it could be Phil Jackson. That's not like his thing. He didn't want to because he was too emotional, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I thought that was interesting with the amount of speakers they had that Phil Jackson didn't speak. And also it was kind of weird that LeBron got asked like multiple times, did you at least go? And he hasn't confirmed if he even went.
To the
like,
memorial?
Yeah, he doesn't want to confirm if he went or not.
Do you think it's a bad thing if he didn't go?
I feel like the same thing like me. Like a lot of people just don't subscribe to that. You don't want to like he already died and you already mourned it, and now
Yeah,
it's like almost a month later. Now you're putting that those feelings back into me. Now I got to go through all of that again. Like
I agree with you 100%. If he, but to me, what's weird is what's wrong with confirming, like, because he's been asked,
Confirming
did you
what?
go? He's been asked by the media multiple times, like, did you attend? And he doesn't answer.
so.
That's weird. Like, if no, he's like, no, I process it my own way. I grieve
Y'all
in my
just
own
got here
way.
thinking people supposed to react the way you want them to react. People are human. They're not
Then
gonna
I just
always.
say that's fine for him.
People
Not
are not
showing.
gonna always react by the
that's
book.
weird.
Like that's part of
Yeah.
having free will.
What do you
Like
think on that?
I'm gonna react how I want to react. If I want you to know, I'm gonna tell you. If I don't want you to know, you're not gonna find out. Like
I think that's just the type of person LeBron is. He just don't want to be like on one side, you know.
Yeah.
So with him not answering, that kind of indicates he didn't go, you know.
Yeah,
And
that's what it
he
sounds
just,
like.
Maybe he just don't want to get like attacked for not going.
yeah, I think he like I don't know. Like he doesn't want. Okay, if I say I don't go, then y'all gonna make a story out of
Right.
this. If I say I did go, y'all gonna make a story out of that. Like
And like either way, I
Now
don't think
a
it's
story for not
wrong
saying
I just
for him
don't
to
want-
go or not go.
Yeah, I agree. There's
exactly.
nothing wrong with him
Yeah.
not going.
Yeah, I just don't think like you said. Yeah, it's crazy. But this is crazy. I mean, but it is a lot of good basketball left. So I think that
What do you mean?
like
Why you
because like it's hard transitioning from that like ew.
you said
Like
there's
that-
a lot of good basketball
Basketball,
left?
Yeah, a
What
lot
does
of
that
good-
even mean?
Because we're talking about the NBA, like we're talking about Kobe dying for too long, man. Like the memorial, like I just feel like we on like that's a weird thing to have on there. Like I don't know,
Yeah,
just revisiting that, man.
I guess. And then we got Kyrie being named as he's being elected as what is it called? NBA executive or MBPA executive committee as vice president.
He's a super smart dude. I think that's a great move for the league to have him part of the Players Association. Like I like the way Kyrie thinks. I think he's a really smart guy.
What examples do you
what-
got?
What
Like
what
when
makes
he
you
when
think
he
like the way he
speaks
thinks?
when he speaks publicly, he
The Earth is flat.
I mean
Let
when
him
you
speak.
he's obviously clowning when he
Yeah.
says stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. He's
yeah,
admitted
yeah.
that he was
Yeah,
clowning
he's
and,
just trolling.
and he got the whole world to believe that he thought the Earth. He's a smart guy. He's a charismatic guy. You need somebody he's a superstar within that circle, like similar to like Chris Paul, because Chris like Chris Paul is cool with a lot of the players, and Kyrie is cool with a lot of players. So I feel like he has a really good head on his shoulders. I don't know. I'm just going based off his character.
I hear you saying
So,
that, but like what
I'm
examples
just going
you got?
based off his character. I just said that. I don't have no examples. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
these dudes. We don't know any of these people personally.
If you have no
Okay.
examples, what made you come to that conclusion?
We don't know any of these people personally. I'm going based off of interviews. He sounds like a smart
That's
guy
what he's
in
asking.
interviews.
What
Like, what
examples?
interview do you remember?
Like any interview, post game interview,
Oh.
period. Like, what are you talking about?
Those
Like-
it's those
like
interviews.
what?
What you
we
think of
need
the win?
more. We
It
need
was
more
good.
help. Like, bro, you got KD coming back.
No,
what,
he
what
like
help do you need?
like the type of stuff that he says in interviews. Like one time, an interviewer was like trying to get him to say like LeBron is a father figure, and like the way he answered that was super
that's a
smart.
stupid question.
Like it was
What are you
super,
talking
but
about?
like he was super smart and super sarcastic. Like he has a certain like you
he
could
said,
tell
I got
that
a dad. How is
you-
that a? that's
because you
not
could
a-
tell that he's a bright guy when you talk to somebody when you can hear if they're an idiot or
Right.
not. I feel like you know when somebody's a dumbass or not. Like
That was a dumbass question, bro.
exactly, and he made that guy feel dumb for
You-
asking that
You don't gotta
dumbass
be a
question.
genius to answer that.
I'm saying the way he reacted to the question, not the fucking question in itself.
So, as the answer to the question was
Was
made
brilliant.
you think was
Where
brilliant.
are we getting at right now? What are we
I'm
talking
just
about?
trying to see where your
Yeah.
example.
What are we talking about right
We're
now?
talking about Kyrie and like your opinion on him
Yeah.
getting elected. Is
So,
that
Yeah. Okay. So, excluding his character, what do you think of his leadership?
I don't know him.
What? No, his leadership from what you see in the league about
So the same-
other teams.
So the same thing, like from watching interviews.
Yeah.
So you care about that opinion, but you don't care about the other opinion.
what other?
we
what
all
other
opinion?
we all watching him on TV. I'm watching him in interviews.
Okay,
I
was
don't
it-
understand the same
okay,
thing that I see on
with-
the court
with-
is
with-
what I see off the court.
With Boston, wasn't there talk about his leadership and how he wasn't a good leader?
I think Jason Tatum said he was the closest with Kyrie, and he never questioned his leadership.
So there wasn't any talk how he wasn't a great leader.
Other people, but Jason Tatum was the closest to him, and
So that's biased.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum said he doesn't see what nobody else is talking about. Like they was, I mean, he knew him personally.
So it was that bad. He had to come out and say that.
No, they
Jason Tatum.
asked him. He was in the interview and he got asked. You didn't see that interview? You just saw
Not,
the-
not
you
with
ju-
Jason Tatum. No.
Okay, you just saw the shit where people was talking bad about Kyrie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you've heard the same talks in Brooklyn.
Okay. So if some people that don't know you came and told me some
They're
shit
his
about
teammates,
if
bro.
some people that
What are
don't
you
know
talking
you,
His
about?
teammates, they don't know him.
I'm not even here. I'm here on a trade. I'm not finna be here. Why am I finna get to know y'all?
Damn.
I'm leaving in a couple. As soon as my
that helps
time.
me say he's not going to be a
Jason
good
Tatum's on his team though. So you're saying
Exactly.
that-
Jason Tatum was cool enough for you to let me in my circle. I'm gonna show you who I really am. I'm not just gonna let people know who I am if I don't know them, and I don't want to get to know them.
I
Like,
don't want to
So
be
he
here.
went to Brooklyn.
I'm not gonna be here. He went to Brooklyn. Yes.
So he wants to be in Brooklyn. I'm hearing the same things in Brooklyn. What are we talking about right now?
From who?
His teammates.
Did KD say anything bad about him?
No,
He's not even there.
I don't think KD's been around him. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Even
even if
definitely if he's on the team, he's been around.
okay, that makes
That's
sense.
how it works when you're on the team.
Okay.
So you think
So-
this role would be good for him because he's a good leader?
I'm just saying you're basing his character off of he say, she say.
Do you think he's a good leader? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn, bro.
I mean, he got elected as the leader of he's the voice of the players, the vice president of the voice of the players. So I feel like a lot more people feel like he's a
We
decent
off that.
guy.
I mean, there's a lot more people not on his team. So, I mean, I guess.
I'm guessing, like, you think that how do you get in that position? Do you just raise your hand and they give it to you, or are you elected in?
Are you being funny or you really don't know?
I really don't know. How do you get that
You're
position?
elected in?
When you get elected.
So you think people are elected in a guy out of all of the people who, like, I guess were up in the running for that position? Do you
There's talk
think?
also that people don't want the
I
position
mean,
either.
it is a job. I mean, it's not like, I mean, I don't know other people that were looking
hey,
for it.
I don't know either. We just know that Kyrie got it, and you trying to kill him and say he's a bad character guy.
I didn't say nothing about his
You say he's
character.
not a
I say he's a
leader.
bad leader. I mean,
I guess.
I don't have any proof
But
showing he's a good leader.
He's the vice. He's like the vice president of the voice of the players. Like, I mean, I guess so, bro. Like,
I guess. So too.
yeah. I mean, but I mean, since we on the topic of basketball, I mean, you know, we do get bored watching the basketball season, and sometimes you want to raise the stakes a little bit. You got some trash ass teams out there. You like, you want to have a reason to watch the game, right? So, you go on to what's the website? You go to mybookie.ag and just go ahead and bet on some shit like the Pelicans versus whoever, and you just want to make a little extra money on the side because you got some inside scoop. But go to mybookie.ag. Yeah, you got, you know what I'm saying? You got somebody gave you a tip, you know, you're like, oh shit, yeah. Motherfucking Zion's gonna go off for 800 points this game. I might want to put some money on that. I don't care if they are playing the Lakers. But you go to mybookie.ag, use the promo code PubSports, and put a $50 deposit. You'll get that deposit matched. Again, that's mybookie.ag. Use the promo code PubSports.
Cool.
Why you interrupting me when I'm trying to get my shit off? Why y'all got to do that? Like, y'all, now you got me stumbling.
What do you mean?
Well, because
Like, y'all are
when you
ju-
got an inside tip,
Yeah, because
Like-
y'all jumping in. I'm trying to like ad lib real quick, and y'all jumping in. Like, now
It's-
I'm
it's support,
off.
bro.
It's not
Yeah.
support. You're critiquing me.
No, it's like hell
First
yeah.
off, y'all didn't care how I'm doing emotionally at the top of the show. Now
but we
y'all
still on
throwing
that.
now y'all throwing jabs at me throughout the entire
We're trying
show.
to
He
build-
trying to get on me because I didn't watch a fucking boxing match. Who watches boxing? First off, second off, I get up at 6 a.m. on Sunday, so
you
I'm
got
not.
all the time.
I'm not going. I get up at 6 a.m. on
means you got
Sunday,
all
so
day.
I'm not staying up at midnight
I
to
watch
watch
the
a
fight,
boxing.
not sleep.
What is a like? What time of boxing is like 12 a.m. or something like that?
If you don't know,
Who
you
you?
don't know. I don't know.
What time did you watch it?
It was around 12.
At night?
Yeah. It went on until 12 because there was a lot of fights before that.
Yeah, I know. Most championship fights start around 12 in the morning.
Them
so,
pre-fights were trash, bro.
like, I'm not gonna stay up and watch a Tyson fight. Period.
Okay. How you feeling, Johnny? You okay?
No, I told you at the
circled
top
back.
of the show I'm not okay.
All right.
She
Switching
circled
to baseball.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, we finna talk about baseball instead of my feelings.
How y'all
Some
feel
sick
about?
shit.
How do y'all feel
That
about
was the first segment. We passed it.
How you feel about the Astro players getting dinged by the pitchers?
That's crazy.
I mean, I feel
It
like
was
the league
one-
thinks they deserved them.
I thought it was one. It was more than one pitch.
It was
Yeah.
like seven.
It's
seven
happening.
players.
It's happening back to back. There was a link on it in the on the
So-
list. But yeah.
Bro, like,
It's
what do you
stoning them.
see?
It's like getting stoned every night, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, like,
You got no choice but to stand there.
bro, they cheated a World Series. Like, how do you
Shame.
think the league is gonna feel?
How do you call that? Peg 'em.
Hey,
Look at this
no.
dude's face.
He hurt it.
Ow. You don't call it. You call it bean. I got bean bow.
Did
Damn.
you see the
They ain't got no shoulder pads, bro.
These
That's
people got families.
It's
bro.
all clavicle.
These people got family, bro.
Did you see what the Houston newspaper said? They're like, all right, all these hits, it's fine because that means more people on base, more runs.
They said he ran to first base after being hit by a pitch. That's crazy. But do you think that's gonna keep going on, or you think that's gonna wean off?
It's gonna go on for a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely
Once
feel
they
like
hit the whole-
I
all
think
the teams.
the major league will step in after a while and start being more strict with the fines. I mean, but it's gonna have to be a rule that a league-wide type of rule, because you can't just make a rule for a specific player. So they're gonna have to really start cracking down on.
I mean, can you really find them though? Like, I'm sorry, I was a little lost.
It's a wild pitch.
No, you can definitely not find them, but you can make, like, instead of taking one base, you could take two bases or something like that. I don't know. Like,
none of that's happening.
Like, if it's intentional, like something has to happen, that player has to get ejected.
Yeah.
Or like if it's like kind of like, you know, in basketball, how they go to the tape and they figure out if it's a flagrant 1 or a flagrant 2.
Yeah.
Like, you have to figure out, was that really intentional? Are we really finna have this guy? You got to show that you're trying to protect your players.
I don't know if you can really.
Like, I understand that
Can you really tell between a wild pitch?
No, you can't. But you really can't. But you have to show the players that you're actually trying to find ways to protect them. Because why would
the league don't even like Astros right now?
I hear what you're saying, but as a team, like, why would I even show up? Why would I even show up? Like, why would I show up to a game and I know you're not trying to protect me out there? Like, I feel like I'm not safe, and you're not doing anything to protect me. Like, okay, I'm taking my base, but these guys are intentionally trying to hurt me.
They trying to kill me out there.
Yes, balls are coming at you damn near 100 miles an hour, dog.
That's
like,
a big ass
and
bullet.
You just standing there, and you think the pitch is, you know, finna go over the strike zone or finna go away or whatever. And you last minute, you're like, no, that's coming straight for me. Like, you can't get the fuck out the way. Like,
they're gonna be using.
I do like the idea of like getting two bases instead of one.
Yeah,
that's a good idea, but
that's definitely not something they can do this year. So, I mean, they have to.
Baseball is very traditional in itself. So.
Oh no, not anymore. Like, after they found out about how they've been stealing signs, they're like, shit, we gotta. They hired somebody named
investigation.
So what do you think of also
first person from Google
that their own like fans are bringing signs to the games
These
talking about
taken, right?
and they're getting taken away because it's a negative view of the Astros.
What does it say?
It was like 4 or 5 different signs. It was like championship and the Asterisk and all that.
Or just cheating.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it's happened a lot.
Fans?
Yeah. The actual Astro fans too. So
I guess you gotta live your truth.
Who's going to the first off? Who's showing up for a game this early in the season? Like, I feel like, what are you doing there? First off,
baseball games are fun.
Are they?
No,
isn't it like 100 and something? What is it, like 160? I don't know. Like, it's a lot of games.
Yeah,
they better be $15.
Everyone wants to go see the cheaters. You're like, can I catch them cheating?
It's not the first time the Astros have stolen signs before.
Yeah. But yeah, and then before we wrap up, we got Harvey Weinstein. He gets convicted.
Son of a bitch got what he deserved.
He's facing 5 to 25 years. What do you think? Do you think that's fair? Or, do you think he's gonna get the hammer thrown at him?
Yeah, because he's gonna be like the what's it called?
Poster boy.
The example. Yeah.
I feel like they made Bill an example too, even though like
he's gonna be the white example.
Okay.
Yeah.
That puts it in perspective.
It makes sense.
They've been hanging us for years. So.
Yeah. Do you think he's gonna get it closer to 5 or closer to 25?
I think he's closer to 10.
I think he's gonna get closer to 25, but
you think so?
I
don't think they're gonna.
I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna give him that with the possibility of parole. You know what I mean?
So it's just for talk, like the years.
Yeah.
Like he ain't doing
kind of to get the media to, you know what I mean? Like everybody,
it's on record 25 years.
They gave him 25. Oh, you know what I mean? But then up for parole and with good behavior, like all that other shit. So I think like that number will be high, but but he can actually get out in that time because he'll get out in that time. If, you know.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be like short.
Think so?
Yeah. I was thinking around like 7 or 8.
Yeah, but there's so many people coming out against him though. It's hard to like. I feel like we're gonna be mad in the end when we get that prison sentence.
It's gonna start a riot.
I don't know about a riot, but a civil war.
Civil war. History does repeat itself in the way things have been going right now. You never know; it might be time for another civil war.
Yeah, and then we got Lil Boosie versus Dwayne Wade.
Versus, you got it on the versus.
Yeah, so he has some stuff to say about Dwayne Wade. I guess his son is wanting to be called a woman or a lady or a girl.
Yeah.
And he's like 12 years old. So I got a little snippet. Here's what Boosie had to say about it.
I gotta say something about this shit, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too fucking far, dog. That is a male, a 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be.
He's in
They
Planet
don't
Fitness.
have shit figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything at 16, and fall in love with her. But his dick be gone. How you gonna like, bro? You going too far, dog. Don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his dick off. Like, don't address him as a woman, dog. He's 12 years old. He's not up there yet. He hasn't made his final decisions yet. Don't cut his fucking dick off, man.
Hey,
Bro.
you sound so
You
concerned.
fucking tripping, dog.
Passion behind that.
You tripping, dog. You tripping, dog.
He is tripping, dog. I feel him. I feel Boosie 100%, man. Don't cut the man dick off, man.
All right, to put in perspective, where Boosie recorded that, he's in Planet Fitness. It looks like he's on the bicep rack.
First off, Boosie is frugal. Shout out to Boosie for making all that money and still having
He's keeping his money.
Ironically, in the background, it says Judgment Free Zone.
But
Bruh.
Boosie is getting his shit off. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Don't cut the man dick off, man. He 12 years old. He don't know. He can't make that decision yet. I'm not gonna address you as that. God didn't make you that. Like, come on now.
All right, before you continue, he never said he was doing that though.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know
No one
where he
knows,
got this
like-
information from.
I thought that came out that he was trying to actually,
No,
eventually.
he just wanted to be called
I
a girl.
Identified.
thought eventually, like, he wanted to make the full transition.
No, I ain't hear that anywhere. Damn, Johnny, put your whole mouth around that.
Why you watching me take a sip of my cool drink?
Fresh off the Boosie snippet.
First off, y'all gotta chill. Boosie was obviously in Planet Fitness. So if you really smart and you really know how to connect the dots, what happened? Too much pre-workout.
Can you
Nigga,
imagine somebody
too
walking
much-
by?
Too much.
Don't cut his dick off.
Whoa.
Who the hell is he talking to? They were to reported him at the front desk.
He about to get a ding. That is crazy.
Oh yeah, that little light go off. You being too loud.
But
Damn.
yeah, I disagree. I think
Don't cut
Boosie.
the man dick off,
I think
man.
Boosie was definitely misinformed. I don't know who's in his
You gotta
ear.
Google, I think that's Google worthy. Like, I feel like I heard that somewhere too. Like, I feel like me and Boosie ain't tripping. Like, I feel like somebody somewhere talked about cutting the man, his shaboinka off.
Nobody said that. But
How do you feel about calling it a shaboinka?
I feel like that's like a Jewish term.
Shaboinka?
Yeah,
Sounds very Hebrew.
yeah.
Hmm.
That's what I said. But
I don't speak Hebrew.
so if you had a kid and they want to be like, if you had a son and he wants to be called a girl at 12, would you do that?
I'm gonna have a long conversation with my son, and we're gonna figure that out privately.
Would you do?
That's a good answer.
I'm gonna have a long
So you're not gonna
conversation.
answer?
I'm gonna have a
All right,
long
cool.
conversation with my son, and we're gonna figure that out privately.
I would think like the outcome depends on like the
Soft.
conversation.
Huh? What about you?
Would you do it?
I would agree with Ro. Have the conversation, see where it's coming from, and then go from there.
Okay. I wouldn't do it. Like if he's 12 years old and he wants to be called a girl, we'd have a conversation about it. But no, I
So-
think not.
But I felt like you were like just on. Oh no, you was against them. Boosie saying cutting the man dick off.
Yeah.
But you.
I think we're all.
I wouldn't
not for
cut
that.
my 12-year-old.
Yeah, I think we're all like we're all on the same page with that.
I don't think D Wade would cut his own
Yeah.
off either. What are we talking about?
Shaboinka? Right? Yeah, it fits. It works. He said shaboinka. I
But,
think it works.
but
I
yeah,
think that's
if-
the thing now.
Nah. But if if he grew up to be like 18, 21 and he wanted to do that, then yeah. I mean, he's old enough.
So what are you gonna give him the old not in my house story? Like
No, I'd just be like, you're young. Let's
so guess
revisit
what?
this.
Guess what this dude's gonna do? He's gonna do it behind your back. He's going to live in a closet. All the way until he's 18. And he's gonna move out and his life's gonna fall apart, and he's gonna know his father didn't accept him for who he was because he tried to come out when he was 12.
Sounds
And-
like a movie. Bro.
Yeah.
Yes, this is what it is, man.
It's a very one-sided story. You got something to tell us?
No, man, not yet.
You have been very.
I felt that
He
coming.
said
from
there's a
you.
lot going on
No,
with you.
yeah.
Look, man, that ain't it.
Before we wrap up, Johnny,
Nah, man. But if y'all really want to know, what's going on,
we'll find out next
This
week.
week.
all right.
But yeah,
So,
it's-
but here's the thought
Son of
that
a bitch.
with Dwayne Wade and his like
I thought
how-
we was off that.
but
that's
how
pretty political
how,
of you though. Like,
how
you-
well known he is. Do you think he
Soft.
can actually go against it with like the climate that the social media is in?
it's his son. What do you mean go against it?
I think it'll be too many. There'll be too much backlash.
Are you like pro-abortions too?
For abortions?
Yeah.
I mean, if they want to get an abortion, they get an abortion. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you can't get an abortion. I'm not controlling somebody's life. No,
Okay.
I'm pro somebody's opinion.
Pro-choice.
Sure, yeah. Are you?
Yes, I'm pro-choice.
Okay. So you're pro-abortionist?
No, I feel like it's the mother's choice. If she
Yeah.
wants to be able to abort that baby, she should be able to abort that.
What about
Like
you?
if you ask me, I wouldn't want you to do it, but it's your choice, pro-choice.
And that's the
Okay.
and that's the conversation that I would have in private with my son. I would, explain to him the decision that he's deciding to make, especially if we're doing it in such a public forum as Dwayne Wade, like to get up there and announce into the world like that. I'm like, yo, this is what we're doing. Like, this is who I am. This is who you are, and this is going to be something that you have to live with forever.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So I just feel like I'm gonna have that conversation with him.
Yeah.
And who's to say that Dwayne Wade didn't? But I mean,
So
if
basically,
that's the choice, if that's the choice that he decided that he had to go with, I have to support my son so that he
Mhm.
knows that I'm in his corner. I'm sorry, whether he's 12, he's 18, like I have to support him in that
Yeah.
situation.
So
like
you
not
would-
to run from it. I have to support him. I know I gave a super safe answer
yeah,
before.
that was pretty soft.
I would support my kid. I'm sorry. Like I know that I wouldn't agree with the lifestyle, not one single bit, but I would definitely support my son because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like you have to know that your parents love you, man.
I think we've all learned that the more we say no, it's just backlash, more
Yeah.
backlash. You know,
He's gonna live with you until he's 18. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And then he's just like,
Yeah.
y'all, he like, I can't tell you what's going on because you don't even want, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. So if you had a daughter, and I guess it'd be the same thing,
it'd be
right?
the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I'm gonna always want my kids to feel like they can talk to me about anything. Like, I don't want it to be
Yeah.
no fucking secrets.
I don't think it'd be a secret. Like, I wouldn't call him my daughter, but if you wanted to be gay, I'd be okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like, because I can say son a lot. I'm like, come here, son.
Yeah.
So I can't be like, come here, girl.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would
be a
definitely-
hard. I would explain that to him. Like, look, that would be part of that conversation
Yeah.
that we would have. Like, look, if this is what you want other people to try to address you as, you can't be upset when somebody says sir, or somebody says ma'am. You can't be like,
Like the
oh no,
chick
call me
in
ma'am,
GameStop.
because that happens.
The chicken GameStop.
Yeah,
I remember that.
like
Ma'am.
that happens.
Yeah. But and I think Boosie kind of agreed with them towards the end when he started getting logical. He was like, if you want to be gay, let him be gay.
Yeah.
So I think he agreed too.
But he's saying let him be.
He's talking about the dick.
He's
not
like talking
coming
about
out.
don't let him make the full transition because
Yeah.
that's one of them
Yeah.
like that's like herpes. That's like once you cut it off, dog. Like and once you get herpes, it's with you forever. You can't grow another penis, nigga. You can't grow another shaboinka. Once you chop that bitch.
But would you accept your kid if they were gay, Roy?
Yes.
Okay. Would you call them daughter if they wanted to be called daughter?
Yeah. I mean, it'll be a hard transition to like
It'd be
change my
impossible,
mindset.
dog.
To
It would
change
be
my mindset.
impossible.
It wouldn't happen overnight.
I would rather learn to call him by his name,
Yeah.
like a nickname, than try to call
Yeah.
him. Like I would never be able to make that switch in my head. I'm sorry.
It would be hard. But I appreciate y'all coming out and answering the question, not really deflecting. It took a little bit, but yeah, it's good. It's good.
You didn't really answer it either. You said
I did.
You said you would call him.
No, I said if my son wanted to be called a daughter and he's like 12,
Mhm.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'd accept him if he was gay, but I wouldn't be able to do it. But if they grew up to be like 18 and be able to make that decision,
Mhm.
then I'd be more open to trying it,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I did answer it. But yeah, before we wrap up, you got any other things you want to cover, Roy?
Nope.
What about you, Johnny?
Oh man, I think we good pod today, fellas. I think y'all did great, man.
Yeah. Glad you came out of your show. You kind of withdrew a little bit. Didn't mean to press you.
Well, no, I mean you asked me a question about something, and then you was like, well, your opinion really don't matter because you didn't really watch the fight.
I didn't say that.
And then you kept like you didn't say it, but you implied it. And then
Wow.
you kept asking me questions about something that
that you
and
didn't
then
know about.
and then repeating saying, well, never mind, let me just talk to Roy about it. So I just let you talk to Roy about it.
I
Like
never said let me talk to Roy about. I even brought Jose
what,
into it.
you was like, well, you didn't watch it. Jose, you watched it, right? Like you went off to have your conversation with Jose, and then you tried to come back to me. Like, why didn't you keep talking? You know, I didn't know shit. I didn't watch
Yeah.
the fight.
Well, I apologize if I hurt your
No,
feelings,
because
Johnny.
you already know I was going through some shit, and I started off. I started off the top of the show telling you I was going through some shit. You
Tell
don't
us to
care.
play the outro music.
We never
already.
got to why you were going through, but I mean, next episode we can definitely
No, we can get into it right now, Jose. You mind? If
we put it on the list. All right, where can people check us out, Roy?
everywhere.
Damn, this is crazy.
Don't forget to turn down the bass and turn up the treble.
No,
We
fuck
out.
that. That's my part. Don't watch my.